I'd have never done that without the Marine Corps. Never, ever, ever. Took the CPA exam, passed it the first time, got a job where I would travel. I mean, my life is full of just these coincidences, where I was working for a commercial credit leasing corp, and this is back in 1975. They send me to Redwood City to schedule the assets to this leasing company they want to buy. I finish. I have 12 hours until the flight. I wind up on Stanford campus at the bookstore because I always like to read and so forth. And I buy a book on programming in the basic language. And I read enough of that during the layover, and on the flight wrote my first programs, and then got good at it. Bought and the company that I worked for had a dumb terminal that happened to run the basic computer language.
Wow.
And then I taught myself Pascal, and then C, and then C++. And I started my first business, which was Parsons Technology. And I wrote all the code for that. And when I was working there, I worked 60-hour stints, 60 hours at a time. I come to work Monday morning, worked through Tuesday morning, worked through Wednesday morning, and then about 8 o'clock at night, I'd start to hallucinate. After about 60 hours, I'd hear stuff that wasn't there, maybe see something move that I know didn't. And I'd go back, go to sleep, come back, after 8 hours in a shower and a little workout, do it again. And that's how that company got off the ground. I put $40,000 into that company, and I sold it to Intuit for $64 million. That was my first business.
Wow.
Yeah.
Most people, like, just reintegrating into society, like just kind of surviving seems to be a natural challenge because of the extreme events that people go through. How did you navigate that when you were talking about some of the challenges you had when you came back? Like, how did you even just start finding your way again? Because it can be so disassociating. It can be so disconnected.
Well, using that term, disassociating, there was a time when I'd seen a psychiatrist for a good while, and she told me one of the things that has helped me get through the war and also helped me in business, she says, you have a remarkable ability to disassociate. And where I developed that, I don't know. One of the blessings that I have is I don't worry about anything at all. I just don't worry. And that has been one of the things that, to me, is helped bring out the joy in my life, what joy there was.
I mean, that's beautiful to hear. That's what an incredible gift to have, to not worry. That's very special.